Hey everybody, this is Lord Tremendous here once again with another battle report for you. 2,500 point battle versus me, Lord Tremendous, versus Count Ghoul of the Vampire Counts. And yes, that is the name that I gave him because he didn't tell me what his characters' names were. So there, he's now Count Ghoul. My army list, as always, well, as always for the past few games now, has my general slash lord, my demon prince, Lord Tremendous. He's got the Mark of Nurgle. He's a level 3 wizard. He's got the Chaos Armor with wings, Charm Shield, Dragonbane Gem, Other Trickster's Shard, Soul Feeder, Poisonous Slime, Scaly Skin, and he uses the Lore of Nurgle. His hero buddies are the Exalted Hero, Tardum, the Herald of Tzeentch. He's Mark Tzeentch. He's my BSB. He's got a halberd and shield. He's got the Demonic Mount, Talisman of Preservation, Potion of Foolhardiness, and the Third Eye of Tzeentch. And my Chaos Sorcerer, Ashicus the Muse, Mark Slaanesh, Steed of Slaanesh, Level 2 Wizard, Warrior Bane, Enchanted Shield, Talisman of Endurance, Chalice of Chaos, Chaos Familiar, and the Lore of Slaanesh. My army, as always, is my core choices of 24 Chaos Warriors with a Mark of Nurgle, Hand Weapon Shield, Full Command, and a Banner of Eternal Flame. They also have a unit of 20 Chaos Warriors, the Temple Guard of Tzeentch. They're Mark Tzeentch, Halberds, Full Command, and they have the Blasted Standard because it saves lives. My special choice are 5 Hellstriders, the Pleasure Riders. They have Spears, Shields, a Banner, and a Musician. And my rare choices are the 3 Skull Crushers with Lances, Banner of Musician, and the Banner of Swiftness. With the Mutalith Vortex. Yeah. They knew who that was for. Alright, my buddy's army, the Vampire Cart army list. Again, this is completely from memory, but it's mostly guesswork. I played 5 games yesterday, leave me alone. He had a Strigoi Vampire Lord. What he kitted him out with, I don't know. I think he had some sort of weapon, and I'm pretty sure he had some sort of saves, but that's really all. I have no idea other than that. He had a level 4 Vampire Caster, possibly a Lord choice. He used the Lore of Vampires. No idea what other stuff he had. A level 1 Vampire Hero. He also used the Lore of Vampires. He was in with a unit of zombies. Again, no idea what he had. Level 1 Necromancer with a lore of, I think, vampires, possibly something else, I don't know. He had a Ghoul King BSB that went in with a unit of Graveguard. I have no idea what he had on him. He had a unit of 30 Graveguard with full command, great weapons, and the Banner of Barrows, because he got that +1 to hit. He had 2 units of single Spirit Hosts, mostly chaff. He had 2 units of 20 zombies with banners. These were bunkers, basically, for his casters, his level 1 casters. He had a unit of 6 Crypt Horrors, which was cool to see. A unit of 40 Crypt Ghouls with Unit Champion in there. He had a Terrorgeist, which loved the model, and I'm just not used to seeing them. I don't get to face vampire counts very often anymore, so seeing the Terrorgeist, it's just kind of cool to see the big model on there. He had 2 units of 5 Direwolves, and I think that's everything. If I'm wrong, buddy, if you're watching this, please feel free to put it in the comment section, or just, curse me out in the comment section, whichever one you want to do. Here are my spells, once again, 3 from Nurgle and 3 from Slaanesh. Quite the nice little selection there. Here are his spells. Here's what he had from this page right here. Feel free to pause and look however you want. I have no idea which one he had. I know he had Curse of Years. He kept on trying to get it off, and I got scared. But yeah, that's what he's got there. Here's deployment. Pretty much right up in our face. This is going to be a knockout, drag-out fight. There's really no finesse in either of our armies. So yeah, well, maybe my Hellstriders, but you get the idea. As you can see, there's my opponent's right flank. That unit of Beastmen right there is his proxy unit for his Graveguard, and the little black base painted model in the corner there is his BSB. The little unit of bats on the 40 mil base, that's a unit of Spirit Hosts. They're his Crypt Horrors right there, the 6 by in the forest. Behind them, those aren't ghouls, those are zombies, and the little metal model right there is one of his level 1 casters. Right behind them is another unit of 20 zombies. They aren't ghouls, and the little silver model is his other level 1 caster. And right next to them is the beginnings of his 40-man unit of ghouls, with the little blue model is actually his Strigoi Vampire model. As you can see on his left flank, the Terrorgeist, the guy who's looking over towards the left side there for some reason. Uh, that's obviously the Terrorgeist model. Right in front of them, that unit 40 mil base is his proxy model for his Spirit Host, and there are his Direwolves right there. My right flank, as you can see, there's my Tzeentch Warriors, my Mutalith Vortex Beast, my unit of 3 Skull Crushers. My center, there's my BSB as well as my Nurgle Warriors. And my left flank has my Demon Prince and the Hellstriders with my Sorcerer Lord, or Sorcerer, Chaos Sorcerer in there. Top of turn 1, I get to go first, and damn subtlety, I'm firing off forward. My Hellstriders are able to get a charge off on a unit of Hounds because they vanguarded up. They were just too close. And boom, after getting Curse of the Leper off to ensure I didn't lose any models, I'm able to kill him and get Devastating Charge. So a good first turn. Bottom of 1 after movement, his Terrorgeist comes up, his Spirit Host come over to chaff a little bit, and his dogs move up a little bit to catch a charge on my left flank or on my right flank there. Other than that, nothing else really moved. I think the Crypt Ghouls moved up a little bit or turned a little bit, but other than that, nothing else happened. His magic phase, he rolled Snake Eyes, so he had no magic phase. Even with the 2 dice that he saved from his last phase, he really didn't do anything in his magic phase. It was good for me, terrible for him. Over here, top of 2 after movement, I take the bait. The Tzeentch Warriors go into the dogs, the Skull Crushers go into the Spirit Host, the Nurgle Warriors go into the Spirit Host, and a Demon Prince runs into the Grave Guard because I figured they can't Killing Blow him. Wasn't counting on great weapons, but that's my own stupid fault. Here's a better picture of the Tzeentch Warriors into the dogs, and yeah, we all know the dogs are going down. Here's the Skull Crushers at the Spirit Host. I figured the mounts have magical attacks, I'd be able to kill them. Nurgle Warriors, I really didn't even care that I couldn't hurt them. I knew that with combat res alone, 3 ranks, banner, and a charge, I was going to get them, so it was fine. Graveguard right here, I was going to put them to the test. I haven't seen Graveguard in a while. I was curious how my demons would hold up against them. My magic phase is more or less a wash. I have no shooting phase. We go to combat, and yeah, the Tzeentch Warriors make easy work out of the dogs. The Skull Crushers have no problem whatsoever taking out the Spirit Host and overrun into the Terrorgeist, which at the time I was very happy about. I kind of forgot that he could scream in the combat, but I digress. Over here, yeah, duh. The Nurgle Warriors have no problem with combat res, just melting the Spirit Hosts. And my Demon Prince just starts tearing into the Graveguard, and he actually does quite a few wounds. Bottom of 2 after movement. As you can see, the unit of Ghouls tried to charge my BSB and failed. The Crypt Horrors also tried to charge my Nurgle Warriors and failed. Other than that, this unit of zombies kind of moved up and around a little bit to get better, firing angles and stuff like that. But for the most part, everything pretty much stayed the same. Oh, I'm sorry, his Ghouls charged my Mutalith, who fled, and he redirected into my BSB and failed. During his shooting, yeah, his Screaming does 6 wounds into my Skull Crushers, taking up 2 of them before any blows are struck in close combat. I was devastated. But that's the way it is. I made a mistake, and that's how I learn, by losing expensive models. The grinding continues. I kill more Graveguard. He's able to get a wound through on me. Over here, I think I put 2 wounds on the Terrorgeist, and he puts 1 on me. But yeah, obviously it doesn't crumble. Top of 3, this is me after movement. The Hellstriders just run around in the back. I was just going to try to cacophonic choir stuff for a while. And the other 2 spells that I got, I think I had Pavane Slanesh and stuff like that. I was just going to start trying to cast spells with them. I figured my Demon Prince, if he needed to buff some unit, he could. But for the most part, the Hellstriders didn't have anything they could charge and really do anything with anymore. So they were just going to spell for a while and be a bunker for my caster. Meanwhile, the Tzeentch Warriors charge down the hill into the flank of the Ghouls. The BSB charges into the Ghouls as well. The Mutalith rallies, and the Nurgle Warriors slam into the Crypt Horrors because they weren't doing anything anyway. Yep, there's a really nice picture of Win or Die. I didn't know what this unit's plan was, but I figured I'd throw some tough units into it and hope for a win. This was just nasty. Can you imagine Crypt Horrors versus Nurgle Warriors? It's just gross versus nasty. Ugh. Yeah, over here during my magic phase, I rolled 2d6 on, I think it's the Profanus Slash, where you have to pass the leadership test on 3d6 or take a wound no armor save. Well, I get the spell off no problem because I roll boxcars on 2d6. And I get the wound off on the caster. He fails his leadership, so this caster has a wound now. And then I roll a 4 on the miscast chart, and I blow up three or four of my Hellstriders, 3 of my Hellstriders, and my caster actually gets sucked into the warp. So poop. Yeah, over here the Crypt Horrors go bat-s crazy and get 2 more wounds through on my Demon Prince. I've gotten a +1 wound, +1 toughness from the spell attribute already, but yeah, I didn't expect that at all. If I hadn't been unbreakable, I'd have broken ran from this fight. Speaking of more unexpected things, my Nurgle warriors have 19 attacks. They roll 19 dice. I hit 17 times, or 16 or 17 times, and I pick up the dice. I roll them, needing 5s to wound because they're toughness 5, and I don't roll any. There's the picture of the dice roll, just in case you think I'm making it up. We were stunned. I did no wounds to the Crypt Ghouls. Or to the Crypt Horrors. They actually had no problem, though. They were able to kill 4 of my guys, no problem. Luckily, 2 ranks, Banner and Charge, to his 4 wounds and a rank, I was able to stay. We call it a push. But yeah, bottom line is, oh my god! Over here, the Vampire General goes down. My BSB hits 3 times, wounds 3 times, and all 3 get through. I couldn't believe it. There he is on the ground there in the back. And the Tzeentch warriors, all of them are in combat. It's 16 attacks, and they hit and wound a ton. And all in all, I have 20 combat res. The dice, each die equals 1 combat res for me, for a total of 20. So yeah, he has like 8 ghouls left. He's got almost nothing left in that unit. He didn't pick them all up because at this point, I mean, nothing is going his way at all. At all. His dice are just rolling awful for him. And while I've had a couple of unfortunate events, this whole game, just nothing could go his way. It was really unfortunate. The dice weren't on his side at all. Just the luck was on my side. Apparently, that 4-leaf clover that I had surgically grafted to my brain has helped. But yeah. Over here, the Skullcrusher and the Terrorgeist, I think they put 1 wound each on each other or whatever, but the Terrorgeist sticks it out. Either I stick it out or Terrorgeist sticks it out. Either way, yeah, we just stick it out there. And bottom of 3 after movement. As you can see, the Terrorgeist has crumbled because after his general died, everything had to take those checks, and the Terrorgeist fell apart. Yeah, as you can see, there's the Skullcrusher wondering where the hell his opponent just went because he has 1 wound left and he wanted to keep it, and now he gets 2. Yay! Yep. Demon Prince is still grinding away at these guys. Now he's just trying to get wounds back. He's scared to death. Over here, the Crumble really helped a lot. I was able to wound, though. I think I killed 2 or 3. Yeah, I killed 2. The Crumbles killed a couple, but they have regen, and my Nurgle warriors have the Banner of Eternal Flame, so they had no saves. I just had to actually hit them and wound, and they were falling down quick then. Yeah, in combat, the ghouls fall apart, crumble down to nothing. And here it is, top of 4. Yeah, the Tzeentch warriors and the Skullcrusher charge into the unit of zombies. The Nurgle warriors and the Mutalith and everything. Well, the Nurgle warriors are still in combat. The Mutalith just kind of lines up, getting ready to try to get into this fight somewhere, and the BSB charges into the other unit of zombies just to hold him into place, make sure that that caster couldn't get away. And I left the Hellstriders right where they are because I don't want to charge them in the forests anymore because I have bad luck in that one. Yep, Tzeentch and Khorne teaming up to take out Undead. That's always a good feeling. The BSB showing him why he's the Herald of Tzeentch. And yeah, Crypt Ghouls are destroyed. They are reduced to their baser elements and walked over. I lose 1 more Nurgle warrior in the process. Over here, the zombies are just destroyed. The caster vapes, and I lose 1 Tzeentch warrior in the process. Over here, I did the other unit, the other fight first. So the Skull Crusher was able to charge into the forest, pass his dangerous terrain check, and slam with his overrun into the zombies. He has to overrun. He's frenzied. What can he do? And one zombie and the caster are all that's left. And yeah, my Demon Prince goes into overdrive here, kills a whole bunch of Graveguard, heals a wound. I think he heals 2 wounds, but he takes another one. And so yeah, he's got 2 wounds on him now, and that unit is almost completely dead. And at this point, it's top of 4, at the bottom of 4. My opponent just calls it. He's got nothing left, and the game is over. So yeah, it was unfortunate. It really was that his dice just wouldn't have been. It couldn't have been more average rolling, and everything couldn't have gone more my way. But yeah, he called it at this point, and I understood. Quick timeout. Take a look at the banners. You know you want one. You want a banner. Look at them. Look at them. 3 different designs, 3 different types. All of them are amazing. Amazing. And yeah, you could have one built to your specifications for any army, any situation. They're flawless, and they're not overly expensive. I mean, compared to what we're used to paying for models and stuff, it's totally worth it. Get it done for your army. Give this guy an email and get the ball rolling. You will not regret it. But yeah, a victory for Lord Tremendous. The game was called bottom of turn 4. I ended up losing my Chaos Sorcerer, Ashikas, and that was by my own doing because of a miscast. The Vampires Counts basically lost everything. My opponent's dice were just rolling terrible, which is good for me, but just terrible for him. I mean, when a Vampire Count top of turn or bottom of turn 1 for his magic phase rolls Snake Eyes, you know that somewhere karma is mad at you, and it just sucks. I hate it when. Well, I love winning games. I love playing games, but I love winning games. I hate winning them like this, though. But my Warriors of Chaos Army did what it did best. It really did. With the exception of that one roll to wound against the Crypt Horrors, they really did what they were supposed to do, and just get into combat and decimate anything that they run into. I did learn something from this game, though. Never, ever, ever underestimate the Terrorgeist Scream. I lost 2 Skull Crushers because of that, and granted, I don't know what I could have done to change that, other than, yeah, maybe do some wounds to it prior to charging into it. It was just, wow, did I underestimate that. And yeah, man, whenever you're ready, I'm looking forward to a rematch, and I'll buy you a set of dice. Just you pick them, I'll pick them up for you. I'm sorry, man. And dude, if you're listening, go ahead and turn up your speakers now. Beast. All right, guys. Once again, thank you for watching my battle report. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you have any kind of questions, concerns, comments, or complaints, feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I will get to them as quick as I can. Thanks for continuing to watching.